And what's good, everybody? Happy Saturday here, as we are right back into action, covering play-by-play, part of a doubleheader out here on the channel tonight. And the Philadelphia 76ers up in the series 2-0 over the Washington Wizards, Game 3, as the series now switches over to Washington on the Wizards' home court for this matchup. And good news for Washington, Russell Westbrook will be playing tonight out in the starting five for Russ, as he is out there. And this is going to be a big-time matchup, pivotal Game 3 going down between these two teams as Philadelphia up 2-0. What's good here? I'm Moises TV on the stream again. Andrew, Ian, glad to have you guys back at the channel once again here. So these two teams already matching up. Game number 1, Philadelphia taking a close game, 125-118. And then in game number 2, again, Sixers blew out the Wizards. Game number 2, 120-95. What's good, Bradley? Welcome back in. So hopefully a good matchup on store between these two teams going down here tonight. Jasmine, welcome in here again. First two games earlier today were blowouts. Bucks blew out the Heat 120-103. So Milwaukee already advancing to the second round. They cleaned it up with a sweep 4-0 over Miami. And the Blazers and the Nuggets are tied. That series has been all over the place. Portland 115-95 over Denver earlier today. Norman Powell dropping 29 points for the Blazers, and that series even at 2 apiece. What's good, Eugene? Welcome in here, taking Philly here in this one. Same as Jasmine. Joel Embiid's had a big series so far. 30 points in Game 1. Game 2 follows it up with 22 points in 26 minutes. Ben Simmons as well having a terrific Game 2 for him. He had 15 points and 15 assists in Game number 1. Follows it up with 22 points in Game number 2. And Philadelphia been able to produce a ton. First two games of these series games, 125 and 120 on the board for Philadelphia. Going up against Washington's defense, it ranks last in the NBA. So it's been tough here, but Washington looking for a chance to turn it around at home. Russell Westbrook available. What's good? Ethan, welcome in here. He's taking Washington tonight by 4. Looks like high-scoring game there. Hey, thanks so much, guys. You guys are awesome for being a part here. We're going to tip off in about 12 minutes from now. So make sure, if you haven't already done so, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This is game number 3 out of the series. My first time this season covering these two teams in the playoffs currently, as they were on other times when I covered games for Game 1 and Game 2. So good to check in on the series and see how it goes or so. Andrew, welcome in here, taking the Sixers. A lot going for Philly already out here. Eugene smelling out a sweep here for Philly. Bradley Beal just needs more help, as he's had 2 massive games so far. He got 33 points in the first one. In the second game, he carried once again. He had 33 in the second one, but it's just he needs a ton more help, because the number 2 score in the last game was 11 points with Daniel Gafford and Rui Hachimura. What's good, Maliko? Welcome back in here. TG Prod, welcome to the stream. Hope all is going well today, everybody. It has been a dark and dreary Saturday where I am. It's been rain all day long. Rain today, rain tomorrow, rain on Monday. We're supposed to get like a good 3 to 5 inches of rain where I am. Dave, welcome to the stream here, taking the Wizards. Alright, we're going to tip off in about 10.5 minutes going down. Russell Westbrook left in the fourth quarter, Game 2, but good news tonight for Washington. Russ will be out there tonight in the court. I hope it will be a good game going down, because a lot of these Game 3s have been not so close. And today wraps up the game threes, and then they move on. Tomorrow starts off game number fours they have for the series games. Actually, some of the games already did game number fours earlier today. So this is it for the game three, is this matchup, and then Utah versus Memphis right after. Yeah, we got a ton of rain this weekend. It's like 45 degrees today where I am, and downpouring rain all day long. Same thing tomorrow, and same thing on Monday, except it's gonna be actually a little bit warmer. I think like 58 on Memorial Day, and still like rain in the morning, then like clearing at night. What's good, Goody? Welcome back to the stream here. Ant, welcome in here. Yeah, things going pretty well, bud. That's awesome. Chelsea won the Champions League. Congrats there, man. Packer Taco Gamer, welcome to the stream. The Blazers won today by a large margin. Portland won by 30, 115, or they won by 20, 115 to 95. So Portland by 20 today over Denver. That series has been all over the place. I think that potentially has a 7-game series written on it right now if that keeps it up. My prediction was Portland in 6 in that series, but those games, I've yet to call those games, but looking at them so far, they've been just all over the place. Seesaws as far as the scores. Well, it's good. The Master, welcome to the stream once again here. Yeah, Bucks swept the Heat. That was surprising to me. Cameron, welcome to the stream here, taking Washington. We got 30 plus in the chat. Hit me up who you guys like on this matchup tonight, Philadelphia or Washington. And we're going to tip off this game in about like 8 minutes from now. Yeah, that was a huge shock to me. I still am in disbelief that the Celtics won yesterday. Thinking about that, I think they could possibly even steal game number 2. Because tomorrow Boston's going to be playing in full capacity at the TD Garden for the first time in 14 months. So the Garden's going to be rocking tomorrow at Boston for game 4. Because they only played 25% capacity yesterday, and then Massachusetts just fully opened up today. So we started 100% capacity today. We started. Yeah, the fans tomorrow gonna be chanting some stuff there, I feel like. Like, just like that, one game can just flip the switch in a series. It's that crazy. Because the Clippers, in that first quarter, I covered a Clippers game yesterday against Dallas. There looked like nothing was going on whatsoever yesterday for the Clippers. They were down by 19 points at one point in the first quarter. And then the Clippers came storming back and won it. And Kawhi proved who he was right there. That he's able to go off and hit big-time shots and keep on making shot after shot after shot. And all that went off yesterday for Dallas was just Luka. Alton, what's good here? Definitely, man. Kemba's definitely due for a game. Yeah, totally agree there, Goody. If Kemba comes out and he hits the majority of his shots tomorrow, I think the Celtics have a great chance to even it up at 2. It's crazy because you look at this team when they had that game 2 on Tuesday. You look at that result and there look like no signs of life whatsoever in that game on Tuesday. And then yesterday, man, it's just totally changed right there. Tatum with another 50-point game. Definitely going to need another huge game right there. So, yeah, definitely a lot to ask for. Marcus Smart's been stepping up, Fournier. But if Kemba can step up, they have a good chance there. Alright, so we're going to tip off in about 4 minutes from now. Appreciate you guys for finding my stream, being a part here tonight on the channel. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA games, also as well college hoops as well. We're going to be starting out fairly soon, getting to the action. This is my first stream out of 2 tonight. I'll be covering as well Memphis against Utah later tonight. That series is tied up at 1 apiece. Oh boy, that's interesting to know what he put out there for Jamal Murray with his live video. Yes, Russell Westbrook's playing tonight. What's good, Bubba Wallace guy? Welcome back to the stream here. Wow, Ethan puts out Capital One Arena. Doesn't even look like an arena. Look like a massive parking lot. Wow. That's good if they have, like, big parking. Like, huge parking lots for that. Because some of these arenas don't. And you have to... So, some of these places you have to, like, pay for, like, street parking or so. And it costs, like, $50. Or just have to find, like, a side lot of a street if you can't get into the main lot. Because the main lot costs so much. Because that's where it is at Fenway or so. You're paying, like, $50 to park, like, and walk a couple miles to get there. Because they got public parking all around the city, but you're paying big bucks to get to that. What's good behind Eric Fan? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Glad to have you back at the channel here, man. Hope all is going well. Bradley taking the Sixers tonight by 7, taking Philadelphia. I really do hope it's going to be a good game between these two teams. Good news for Washington. Russell Westbrook is out there, so that is positive news. Because Bradley Beal just can't do it all himself. Joker, welcome back at the channel here. What's good, Warren? Welcome back on the stream again. We're going to tip off in 2 minutes from now. Appreciate it. 50 plus now watching on the live stream currently. Already one first round series complete. The Bucks sweeping the Heat. Bryn Forbes knocked down 7 3-point shots from Milwaukee as they won earlier today. Final score was 120-103. The first game was great, went into overtime. The last 3, blowouts. Alton going for Washington tonight here. Yeah, that's so unlucky there. I was shocked, man. I'll be back tomorrow for game number 4, and I think they have an opportunity to capitalize right there. Because Boston's going to be with full capacity with fans. I am stunned. Yeah, the Heat got swept. So Milwaukee won the series 4-0. That game was earlier today. Yeah, it's odd how they do the scheduling. Like, their game 4 was earlier today, and now these are game 3s. So this is a game 3 between Philadelphia and Washington. They had a game 4 with Denver and Portland right before this one. The Blazers tied up the series at 2 apiece, 115-95. Portland beat Denver. Yeah, that was an unfortunate series there for Jimmy Butler. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome to the stream here tonight. He's taking the Wizards. Glad to have you back at the channel here, bud. We're going to tip off in just a moment. Washington will go in the gray uniforms tonight. Dark blue numbers, dark blue letters. Russell Westbrook inside the starting five as he is back. Philadelphia in the blue jerseys. White numbers, white letters. Starting five looks like this tonight for Washington. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal. Davis Bertans going to get the start. Rui Hachimura, Alex Len for the Sixers. Starting five with Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. As we're about to get ready to tip this one off, Capital One Arena, home of the Washington Wizards. Pivotal Game 3 going down here. If Washington wants to have a chance to respond on their home court. Bradley Beal dropping down 33 points in Game 1 and Game number 2. For each of those games, he scored 33 points. Here we go to the tip. It'll be between Len and Embiid as Len will tip it off and Philadelphia will storm with it. Sneaks past with it as that was up for grabs and Tobias Harris was able to snag it. So Philadelphia controls the tip now. At the top, Simmons dribbles inside, moves it out left corner. Curry dribbles, left baseline, bounce pass, down the lane. Simmons, wide open, lays it up and in. That's good for 2. 11.5 left to go in the first as we're just underway. The handoff from Len to Beal. Beal turns the corner, drives down the lane inside. Scoop score up and in off the window. That's good for 2 by Bradley Beal. Philadelphia with a possession. Top of the key, Harris moves it back outside to Embiid. Embiid at the left wing. Defended 1-on-1 by Len. Embiid, step back jumper, deep 2. No good, missed it off the back rim. And Beal comes up with the rebounds. Philadelphia with a possession, first minute into the game. At the top of the key, Beal. Defended by Simmons 1-on-1. Beal dribbles, jumper, 18-footer, got it. At the top of the free throw circle, knocks it down. Washington on top. Wow, that's odd there, Andrew. Yeah, looks like you're headed the easy W right there then. Left baseline dribble. Pro hop underneath Embiid. Puts it up and scores right over Hachimura for 2. We're tied up again at 4. Washington has the possession. Entry pass into the hands here. Len snags it. Throws down the two-handed dunk. A lot of quick scoring so far in this game. Efficient. Attacking the basket. Simmons gives it over to Harris. Gets past his man, puts it up and banks it over Len. That is good, up and in off the backboards. Refs letting these two teams play it out tonight. What's good from New Zealand, Alan Dexter? Glad to have you in the stream here. 10-10 left to go in the first. Beal dribbles top of the key, defended by Curry. 1-on-1, 10 on the shot clock. Beal dribbles up now at the left block, passes back outside to Bertans, catching fire to 3. He missed it, no good, rolled around the rim and out. Philadelphia picks up the defensive rebound. Sixers give it over to Harris. Dumps it off to Simmons. Dribbles left baseline. Floats it up. And that will be a whistle and a fall. It's picked up here. It's on Bertans. As the clock will stop with 9:51. Ben Simmons, 2 free throws coming up at the line. Game number 1, he was 0 for 6 at the charity stripe. Game number 2, did not attempt a single free throw. First shot missed. No good off the back rim by Simmons. A long way away from OT tonight. We'll see how it goes throughout the course of the night. Simmons, second free throw, and no good, missed it. So, yet to even knock down a free throw in this entire series. He is now 0 for 8 at the charity stripe. Westbrook gives over to Len. Bounce pass to Beal. And it'll lead to a quick foul. It's picked up by Philadelphia. And the clock will stop with 9:41. Danny Green picks up the personal foul. Inbound Washington. Westbrook passes left corner. Open 3. Hachimura missed it. Rattled out. Tipped around. And it's tipped from behind by Len. Out of bounds. So the Sixers will have it back. Nick, welcome to the stream here. Cameron, welcome to the stream. Taking Philadelphia by 16. Philly has possession. Simmons hands it off now to Curry. Jumper. Top of the free throw circle. Jay. And Seth Curry hits it. Washington possession. Westbrook at the left wing. Defended by Green. Takes the jumper deep 2. Left baseline. No good. Defensive rebounds picked up for Philadelphia. Pass deflected up the court though. And Washington gets the steal. Westbrook dish out right corner over to Bertans. Gives it back over to Westbrook. Westbrook at the right wing. Dribbles up now. Takes on his man Green. Kicks out left corner. Beal catching fire on a three. No good. Missed it off the back rim as Embiid snags the rebound. Philadelphia pass half court. Simmons drives down the lane. Puts it up and in. Scores with a stare down as well. Right out in front. Philadelphia by 4. John the Baptist, welcome to the stream here. Top of the key. Bertans gives over to Hachimura now at the right wing. Hachimura dribbles inside, floats up the shot, no good, looking for the call, couldn't get one. Refs say play on again. Off back rim, Philadelphia snags the rebound. Curry, nice dish underneath, over to Simmons, throws down the two-handed dunk. Good start for Philadelphia. Timeout taken on the floor by Washington. 8:22 left to go in the first, and the Sixers by 6. Alright, first time out in the game. If you guys are new on the channel here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified of future live streams I do cover here on the channel. Yeah, hit me up in the chat who you guys got tonight out in this game, Philadelphia or Washington. So we got 80 plus now watching. Yeah, it's basically been Bradley Beal as far as the scoring production for Washington. They need, if they want to have a legitimate chance at this game, they need everybody else to step up. And that means scoring way more than lower double digits. If everybody wants to have the opportunity here for Washington to pull off an upset tonight. I was looking at the line. I was shocked to see that Philadelphia was only 5.5 point favorites tonight. Yep, totally agree there, Ant. Unfortunate for Russ. This game is on ESPN, William. So if you're from the U.S., it's on ESPN. Save the stuff. Welcome back to the stream here. Yeah, that'll be interesting there to get the fans pumped up. 100% fans tomorrow at the TD Garden. I would love to see Taco check into the game tomorrow. Ian taking the Sixers tonight, 102-94. Been quite a bit of scoring so far in this game. 12-6 Philadelphia. They lead it. Top scores Ben Simmons. He's got 6 points so far, 3 for 3 from the floor. 2 each by Harris, Green, and Curry. And then for Washington, top scorer Bradley Beal with 4. 2 by Len. What's good from Lebanon here? M. Hazem J. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Bucks taking revenge out on the Heat. 4-0 with a sweep from Milwaukee. What's good, Bane, on the stream here? But we know anything's possible after seeing yesterday's games full of upsets. Anything is possible. I'm going Lakers tomorrow. That's a huge problem for Phoenix with the Chris Paul injury. He just did not look himself on Thursday night for Chris Paul. He wasn't aggressive at all because he's suffering a shoulder injury, and without him being aggressive, they need to have other players step up. And Devin Booker had a hard time trying to produce in the last game. That's 8:30 Central. So that's 9:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Central tonight for Utah against Memphis. So yeah, after this one, by the way, I'll be covering Utah versus Memphis. Feel free to stop on by. I took Philadelphia in this series I predicted here. I think I took them in 5 for my prediction. Mary, welcome to the stream here, taking Washington. Jason, what's good here? Glad to have you guys part of the channel. We got Wild Bill as well and Nick on the stream. We get back to action. A lot of points so far already. Bertans from the perimeter launches the 3 and hits it. At the right wing, puts it to a 3-point game. 8 minutes left to go in the first. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Harris launches a 3 at the left wing, no good off the back rim. Defensive rebound picked up by Washington. Beal bounce pass underneath. In the traffic, Len couldn't snag it. Embiid comes up with a steal on the key. Embiid Moves over to Simmons. Fires the pass over to the right corner of the green. Catch and shoot, no good. Missed it at the right corner jumper. Washington with the rebounds. They started out the game perfect, 3 for 3 from the floor. Now they're 1 for 6, but Russell Westbrook on the board as he is back, hits the jumper to right elbow, and puts it to a 1-point game. Washington getting on a 5-zip run themselves now. Philadelphia floats up the shot, missed it, no good off the mark, tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. It will stay Sixers ball with 7:22 in the first. Simmons looks to inbound it. Passes right corner to Curry. Catch and fire over Bertans. Hits it. That goes down for Philadelphia. 160 plus in the stream. Let's go here, guys. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games throughout the playoffs, NBA games, also college hoops as well. Washington floated it up underneath. We got a whistle here that will stop the clock. It's gonna be on Washington. As Philadelphia came up with a rebound and Washington picked up the fall from behind. Over to the left corner. Curry shoots another 3 and drills that one down. Back-to-back threes by Seth Curry here for Philadelphia. 6:45 left to go in the first. Deep 3 at the top. No good by Bertans. Missed it. Defensive rebound picked up for the Sixers. Harris gives it over to Simmons. Simmons moves back outside to Curry with 8. Looking for 11. Takes the 3 at the top of the key. This time he misses it, though. As Len snags the rebound for Washington. 6.5 in the first. They give it over to Beal. Beal dribbles left baseline. Off of a double team. Now defended by Danny Green. 1-on-1. Moves it out to Westbrook. Westbrook open. Thought about taking a 3 instead. He's going to move it over to Beal. Beal will shoot the 3 at the left corner. And missed it. No good off the back rim. Christian, what's good here? Glad to have you in the stream once again, bud. In transition, Danny Green will take a 3 and he hits one for Philadelphia. Back-to-back threes for the Sixers as they get a 10-point lead. Clock will stop with 6:09. Washington elects here to take a timeout. 6:09 remaining in the first, and Philadelphia extending it. Yeah, I'm shocked there, Christian. My prediction, I believe, was Bucks in 6 in that series. But yeah, this Bucks team this season, it is just different. With the addition of Jrue Holiday, then adding in Bobby Portis, Bryn Forbes off the bench. Milwaukee just different this season. Jimmy Butler had such a disappointing first round playoffs. Alright, so right now we're just in the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well on the channel here. Philadelphia, their entire starting 5, everybody's scoring so far. 8 points by Seth Curry, leading the way with 2 straight threes. And then Danny Green knocked down a 3. So those are where the threes came from on back-to-back possessions. 3 for 6 from the perimeter by Philadelphia. They are 61% shooting from the floor at 9 for 14 currently. And Washington struggling 1 for 6 from the perimeter themselves. And when they shoot cold from 3, it looks like it's going to be a tough game for Washington. And right now they're shooting cold from 3. Bradley Beal missed 2 3-point shots, same as Bertans. He is 1 for 3 from the outside. And then Hachimura missed a 3 as well. Do I see another sweep happening in the playoffs? I'm going to say yes. I think out of all the games, potentially, I think the next one could be this one right here. My prediction to this series was Philadelphia in 5, but I think Philadelphia has the opportunity here to sweep Washington. So I do see another one, and then maybe like further down the road too, depending on who like meets up or so. It gets harder though in the second round because that Brooklyn, if it is Brooklyn Milwaukee in the second round, that series not going to be a sweep at all. That's looking like a 7-game series in my opinion. Out of all the series is left, this one looks like the most likely sweep. But anything could happen. Knowing what happened last night with the Celtics upsetting Brooklyn, Crazy to know. Boston has the chance to tie it up at 2 because they get 100% fans coming back tomorrow's game. Charlie Meir, welcome back in the stream again. Watching with Madeline Meir as well. Glad to have you guys in the channel. Yeah, I totally agree there, Ian. That I knew the Bucks were really good this season, but I don't think anybody expected, or very few expected, for the Bucks to put on the beat down like they did against the Heat in that series. Yeah, that's true, possibly. It seems like usually the Lakers will lose the first game, like they did last year against Portland and Houston, and then they go out and they win the remainder of their series. So we're back to action. 6 minutes left to go in the first. Philadelphia in a 9-zip run. Back-to-back threes by Seth Curry and one by Danny Green. Bounce pass underneath. Washington has possession. They'll put up the shot and they score. That in the key is good for 2. So they go off the bench with Daniel Gafford. Now into the game for the first time today. Missed 3 by Philly. They get the offensive rebound. Though Green moves it back over to Harris. Launches a 3 at the right wing, and he drills it wide open. Fourth made 3 of the game for the Sixers, as they're up by 11. 5.5 left to go in the first. Ish Smith at the top, dribbles towards his right. The 5 in the court for Washington. Smith, Bertans, Hachimura, Beal, and Gafford. Missed 3 at the right corner by Smith. Philadelphia picks up the defensive rebounds. They'll pass up the court to Curry. Outside to Embiid. He shoots the 3 himself, and Embiid hits it again as that goes down. 27-13 with 5 left to go. Pass underneath. Poor decision there by Smith. And Embiid picks off the steal. Embiid gives over to Simmons. Back over to Embiid down the lane. Looking for the call as they will get contacted here, and they will. Clock will stop with 4:54. What's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, gonna be tough for Tatum to drop 50 every game, but if Kemba can step up, they still have a chance. They have to do what they did though and stop 1 out of the 3 from the big 3 though to have a chance to do that. So Embiid will shoot 2 at the line. 4:54 left to go. Yeah, it's hard to see Tatum have 50 once again tomorrow. Second shot coming up by Embiid at the line. Yeah, Goody was wishing for overtime here in like the first couple minutes. It's already a 16-point game. 17-2 run by Philadelphia in the last 3 minutes. A right baseline jumper. No good, miss by Beal. And Simmons picks up the rebound for Philadelphia. Here goes the Sixers looking to add to it. Simmons moves it back out, but the ball gets deflected and stolen to Hachimura. 1 man to beat. It is Simmons. There's a fall from behind. It's going to be picked up by Philadelphia. And the clock will stop with 4.5. Sonny, welcome in again here. Alvaro, welcome to the stream. We got Brandon on the channel here. No, the Wizards are leaving wide open players to shoot the 3 around the perimeter for Philadelphia. Beal gets the dribble handoff, drives down the lane inside, puts it up, and late whistle as he gets fouled. Beal will go to the line, shoot 2. The personal foul picked up on Embiid, as that's his first today. So it's Embiid, Green, and Curry with 3 personal fouls each for Philadelphia. Washington with 3 personal fouls as well. And 1 foul by Hachimura, 1 by Westbrook, and 1 off the bench by Ish Smith. So Beal at the line shooting 2. Shot's good. Hits the free throw. What's good, David? Welcome to the stream again. Second shot coming up. If you guys are just joining us, we got 4:30 left to go in the first. And Philadelphia, they almost have as many points as Washington does total in this game, with Philadelphia's 3-point shots made. Philadelphia's made 4 threes. They got 12 points out of the 29 from 3-point range. Second free throw missed by Beal, as Philadelphia go quick the other way and they score underneath, and Embiid powers his way inside the paint. That is now 12 points in the perimeter and 12 points in the paint for Philadelphia. They floated up over the top, over to Gafford. Gets behind the defense, scores. That is good, up and in off the backboard. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Embiid moves it back outside the Thibault. Takes the three. No good. Missed it off the back rim as Washington picks up the rebounds. Ish Smith at the right wing, defended by Thibault, 1-on-1. Smith dribbles. Inside. Floats up, and he gets it. That's good. Three and a half left to go in the first. Simmons backs his way on Beal. Simmons, turn around, puts it up right baseline. No good, missed it off the back rim. Washington with a rebound, 12-point game. Dribble behind the back, Smith, crafty move inside, dumps it off. And they couldn't finish though with Gafford off the back rim. And Embiid comes up with the rebounds. Embiid has it at the top of the key. 3:10 left to go in the first. Embiid moves it over. Left corner, back out to the top here to Curry. Curry dribbles at the right elbow. Moves it outside to Embiid. Open three. Takes it. No good. Off the back rim as Smith comes down with a rebound for Washington. Under 3 minutes left to go. Smith gives it over. Beal weaves his way into the lane. Gets it to fall. That's good for two with a left hand. Finishes right there with a layup. Like that, they put it back to 10. Clock will stop with 2:50 left to go. And Philadelphia will take their first time out of the game. All right, timeout on the floor. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, my week's been going pretty well. I'm gonna take the Celtics tomorrow. Just for a random prediction. I can't believe I'm even saying that because I'm a Celtics fan. If you guys didn't know, but I'm stunned that they won yesterday. And I had said prior in that series that, in my opinion, I thought that the Celtics would have got swept against Brooklyn, but they won a game. If there was a game to steal, I didn't think it would have been Game 3 at all. I thought it would have been Game 4, because Game 4 coming up is the one where they're going to have 100% capacity. They had 25% capacity for yesterday's game, and they won. It's just a black screen. That's odd, Cameron. Yeah, my thing's going through fine. So everything's going through fine. I'm just going to double check here in the video, make sure myself. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well on the channel. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got here, Philadelphia or Washington. Roger, welcome to the stream here. Thanks so much for finding my stream here, bud. Yeah, David gonna take the Nets. I was stunned that Boston won last night. We're back to action. Philadelphia has possession. Tyrese Maxey out there in the court, same as Dwight Howard. Howard gives it over to the left corner, over to Hill. Philadelphia with their bench players now in. Shot fake Maxey at the top, dribbles to the right block, gives it outside to Korkmaz, launches the three, no good, missed it around the perimeter. And Raul Neto comes up with the rebounds. It's going to be a late whistle. It's on Washington. Maxey and Neto battling for the ball. Are they going to change it? Will the refs change it? There's discussion about whose possession it's going to be right now. 2:28 remaining. No game will be shown due to copyright. It says up there at the top of red. It's play-by-play only, Carlos. But welcome on the stream here. So it's going to stay Philadelphia basketball. So it was on Neto. Driving right down the lane with Hill. Gets it with a right hand. Lays it up and in. Washington has possession. 2:15 left to go in the first. Wizards dribble, spin move, turnaround. Ish Smith puts it up, scores. With a mid-range turnaround jumper, knocks it down. Approaching the 2-minute mark left to go in the first quarter. Philadelphia with 32 on the board. They give it over to Howard. Dwight Howard, top of the free throw circle. Moves it over to Thibault, back out to the right wing to Hill. Dumps it off underneath over to Howard, and he puts it up. Got contacted. The call on the court, Washington fouls. They committed the foul before the shot. The shot will not count. Dwight Howard out that was just spectacular that he made that shot, but that's unfortunate that it won't count. He had grabbed it with one hand and hooked it in the key, and it went in. So instead, Dwight Howard will head to the free throw line. First shot's up and good. And Philadelphia currently in the bonus. Second shot's good. Minute 50 left to go in the first. Washington with the possession. Smith to the left wing perimeter. Gives it over to Neto. Drives down the lane inside. Missed the layup too high off the glass. Offensive rebound. Gafford. Too strong and no good off the backboard. And it gets tapped out of bounds. With another whistle underneath. It's going to be a... It's going to be blocking foul by Philadelphia. It's on Dwight Howard. So Daniel Gafford will go to the line, shoot 2 for Washington. Anthony, what's good here? I was out earlier today, didn't watch it, but I'm shocked that the Bucks swept the Heat in that series 4-0. My prediction was Bucks in 6 in that series, but this Bucks team is just... Their revenge tour starts now. Something special. Second free throw is good. Yeah, I don't think Tatum's going to get 45 tomorrow. I'm going to predict Tatum tomorrow with 32. I think Kemba's going to have a big game tomorrow and finally be able to do something for the Celtics. I've got Kemba. I'm going to predict 23 tomorrow for Kemba. That's the only way that the Celtics can win if Tatum has a much less game than he did. And other players going to have to step up, and Smart's been doing so. Same as Fournier, but Kemba's been nowhere to be seen. Dwight Howard underneath will go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Clock will stop in a minute 21. Christian thinks we're going to have another sweep here in this series. First shot good by Philadelphia. Hey, there you go, Cameron. Thanks so much for the update, bud. Second free throw, no good, missed off the back rim by Dwight Howard. Washington down by 11. They have it. Westbrook gives it out left corner. From Smith over to Neto. Floats it up, missed it, but the two-handed throwdown right back. That goes down by Daniel Gafford. Washington cuts it a 9 final minute left to go in the first. Philadelphia possession with Maxey. Maxey deep 2, jumper to left baseline. Missed it, no good. Tipped off the glass. And it goes to be a defensive rebound picked up here by Smith. Smith bursts the speed pass half court. Launches the pass over to Neto. Fires a 3. Missed it as it rattled out. Philadelphia with the rebounds. They move it up the court to Hill. Passes right corner Thibault. Thibault dribbles now into the key. Dumps it off underneath. As the clock will stop with 40 seconds. Once again, Washington will pick up a reaching fall defending on Matisse Thybulle. And Thybulle will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. The fall picked up by Gafford. What's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, crazy upsets. That's what makes the game of basketball just so great, because expect the unexpected. Crazy upsets, you never happen. You never know what could happen, and yesterday proved it. Thibault was 1 for 2 at that trip of the line. 35 seconds left to go. Pass underneath to the trail. That is good by Bertans. Lays it up and in. Down the lane. Washington trying to slowly creep back into this game. 25 seconds left to go in the first. Philadelphia by 8. They move it around the perimeter. Hill, right baseline dribble. Swings out left corner. Intercepted. Smith with an interception. And he'll give it over to Westbrook here, potentially for the final shot in the first. 10 seconds left to go. Westbrook at the left wing perimeter, defended by Thybulle. It's now down to 5 seconds. Westbrook gives it out top of the key. Bertans takes the step back 3 in the air. Missed it. No good. Not a good shot selection there. Is off of a double team, and Bertans pleading his case to the official right there that he thought that he was fouled. And Bertans gets the late pass by Westbrook with about like 2 seconds left to go. Pump fake, dribbles once, took the three off a double team at the top of the key and missed it, as that's how they close out the first quarter. 36-28 at the end of one here. So we'll change quarters and then we'll be back for quarter number 2. Yeah, 1 point Philadelphia won on a 17-2 run. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Cover basketball games here, play-by-play on the channel, NBA games, college hoops as well. As many by 16 at one point in the first quarter is what Philadelphia led by. Alejandro, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, if the Bucks get past the Nets, that should be a terrific series. If the Bucks get past the Nets, I think there's a good shot you could potentially see the Bucks in the finals because they got firepower. That's the thing for Milwaukee. They got firepower, and Philadelphia's got the defense. I think both of those teams. Well, I've got the Sixers in my prediction winning over New York. I've got the Sixers in 5 beating the Knicks in the second round and going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then I think that Bucks Nets series is up for grabs. My prediction was Brooklyn, but Milwaukee is just on a revenge tour, and Milwaukee's the deeper team. Hey, happy birthday there, Dakota. That's awesome, man. You turn 18 today. Yeah, so the Bucks and the Nets are matching up in the second round. So somebody's going to have to win that series. Yeah, no problem. All right, so end of the first quarter. Going to move on to the second in a little bit here, everybody. Quick update, top scores so far for Philadelphia, as they got 8 separate scores in that first quarter alone. 9 points leading the way, Joel Embiid. He's got 9 with 5 rebounds. 7 points by Seth Curry. 6 points by Ben Simmons. 5 by Tobias Harris. And then 3 by Danny Green. 3 off the bench by Dwight Howard. 2 off the bench by George Hill. And then a free throw made by Matisse Thybulle. Cypher Snow, welcome to the stream here. Yes, I plan on doing Utah against Memphis later tonight. Who does Atlanta play, or who plays Atlanta next? If Atlanta wins against the Knicks, then Atlanta would take on Philadelphia next. Yeah, that's going to be a terrific series. I think it's going 7 games there between the Hawks and the Knicks. So we're back to action. Second quarter has begun. Philadelphia has possession first. They give it over to Harris. Floats it up in the key. Gets the friendly bounces. That goes in for 2 by Tobias Harris. Washington has possession. Gafford at the top of the free throw circle. Gafford passes left corner. Deflected out of bounds. It will stay Washington ball. Westbrook inbounds it over to Smith. Smith to the left wing. Nobody moving here for Washington. Smith the only one who's dribbling. As he kicks it out left corner, Westbrook takes the 3, got some space. He hits it as that goes down. Yes, I've got the Sixers beating the Hawks if they do have a matchup. 7-point game with 10:55 left to go in the second. Maxey moves it out to the left wing perimeter. Sixers possession. Pass underneath. Dwight Howard passes right underneath over to Thybulle. Leads it in with a 2-handed jam. Nobody on Thibault whatsoever there for Philadelphia. It's 40-31. 10:35 left to go in the second. Washington drives down the lane. They missed the bucket. Back over to Thibault. Launches the three. No good. Missed it off the back rim. Tipped up, and Washington will pick up the defensive rebounds. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook drives right down the lane. Finger roll. Scores with the right hand. Right there. Finishes to a 7-point game now. 10:21 remaining. Russell Westbrook changing speeds down the lane. Scores over George Hill. Yeah, that series has been wacky. Blazers, Denver, there's been blowouts all over the place in that series by both of those teams. I think the first game it was Denver that was up at halftime, and then the Blazers came out and steamrolled past them in the second half. And then in the second game, Denver crushed Portland. And then in the third game, once again, in the second game, I think it was close actually. Denver beat Portland in the second game by single digits. The third game was a big Denver victory, and then game 4 was today, and Portland's beat Denver by 20. Frito is good at the line for Washington. 6-point game, making things interesting. Mid-range floater, missed by Harris. Offensive rebound by Howard, keeps alive. Hill at the top of the key, gives outside. Left wing Maxey moves into the hands to Harris. Harris, turnaround jumper, left baseline. No good, missed it. Ish Smith picks up the defensive rebound here for Washington. 9:50 left to go. Flings it over to Westbrook. Passes right wing perimeter. Beal off a double team. Gives it off inside with a hook shot in the key by Robin Lopez. Couldn't hit it though as it rattled out. Philadelphia with the ball. At the top it is Hill. Hill hands it off to Maxey. Turns the corner. Moves it back outside to Harris. Harris gives it over. Or back over to Harris. Down the lane. We got a body down for Washington. And it's going to be an offensive foul by Philadelphia. Clock will stop with 9:26. Yeah, Carmelo's birthday today as well. Christian going with the Bucks to win it all there. I am shocked right there. We're welcome into DiVincenzo show. Ching on the stream here. I predicted Milwaukee in 6. But man, for them to come out and take on redemption to the Heat like that, just insane. And the Bucks are their bench is deep. They got 2 6-man. They should have been 6-man of the year nominees with Bryn Forbes and Bobby Portis. 9 minutes left to go in the second. Russell Westbrook got the tip in underneath and puts this one to a 4-point game. Philadelphia with the answer. Underneath in the paint, Dwight Howard scores. That one is good for 2. This game is getting to be a much better one than the start. Catching fire in a 3. Neto, whenever he takes a shot, he keeps on missing it. There's going to be a foul underneath here. Howard got tangled up with Robin Lopez. Bodies collided underneath Washington's hoop. The clock will stop with 8:45. The personal foul picked up by Dwight Howard. He was going up for the rebounds with him and Robin Lopez. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, both of them kind of like wrestling back and forth or so on that. Wasn't really like any clear cut who had like the push on each other there. Both of them were just arm wrestling or so, trying to come up with the rebounds. Pork Chop, welcome to the stream here. Glad to have you in the channel. Thanks so much, bud. You too. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend for you guys. Enjoy your U.S. holiday weekend. If you're from the U.S. out here, like me as well. Jumper, deep 2, got it. By Beal, puts it to a 4-point game. Washington, keeping things interesting, hanging in there. They ain't leaving. At the right wing, it is Simmons. Simmons defended by Westbrook. Simmons passes over to Embiid. Moves it back outside. Left wing Curry. Dumps it off underneath. Simmons, turn around. In the key. Gets it. That is good for 2 by Ben Simmons. 8:10 left to go in the second. Ben Simmons, he's got 10 points. Number 2 scorer behind Embiid now with 11. Underneath Washington, missed the jumper. Harris comes up with the rebounds. Harris at the top of the key. Gives it over left elbow Embiid. Embiid defended by Lopez 1-on-1. Embiid at the left elbow. Dribbles left baseline. Step back. Jumper for a deep 2 and hits it by Joel Embiid. Up by 8 by Philadelphia. Timeout taken on the floor by Washington. Down to 4 timeouts as we have 7:53 left to go. What It's been a good game so far. Wizards making it interesting, hanging in there after a rough start. Washington was trailing as many by 16. Sean, what's good here? Glad to have you back in the stream. Russell, welcome to the stream here once again, bud. Man and Hayes, what's good here? Yeah, things going pretty well. Glad to have you guys be a part of the channel once again. Joker going for Washington tonight. Hit me up in the chat who you guys like in this game, Philadelphia or Washington. Right now we're on a timeout. Sixers up by 8, but Washington hanging tough in there currently. Points in the paint, both of them tied up at 22 even with points in the paint. That's impressive for Washington that they've got more than half of their points in the paint. Because Washington, they do attack inside, but the thing is, Philadelphia is one of the top interior defenses in all of the NBA. Washington's not a strong three-point shooting team. They don't shoot the three ball often as well, but they are struggling tonight. Just 2 for 12 from the perimeter at 16%. Philadelphia at 4 for 12 currently from the outside at 33% from 3. Double A, what's good here? Welcome to the stream once again. Thanks so much, man. I am totally shocked about that. Hey, best of luck there, Andy. He took the Sixers today. Best of luck right there. Hopefully you'll be able to come through there, bud. Yep, that is definitely a huge point here for sure. Russell puts out Washington's defense ranking last this season in most points allowed per game. It's been starting lately. They struggled to lock up the perimeter that first quarter. In the second quarter, it's been much different. So they are putting a lot more effort as far as their defense lately. Fat Cat, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that was just unnecessary, uncalled for, and it's just a sad way to start the playoffs. In the first week, you got three fans that got tossed from 3 separate arenas there. For what happened at Philadelphia with the popcorn, the whole incident with Trae Young with a Knicks fan, and then Ja Morant's parents dealing with a fan at Utah. Hey, Showtime, welcome back to the stream here. Thanks so much, bud. We got 7:53 left to go here in a second. So right now, if you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. On the timeout currently. Philadelphia by 8. Joel Embiid hit a difficult jumper, left baseline, contested, knocked it down. I'm not sure just yet, Christian. I think he might take another go at it for Florida if he's able to, but I'm not sure just yet what his status is for next year. All right, so we're back to action now. Washington trailing by 8. They have possession. They've been hanging in there after trailing by 16 at one point in the first quarter. Right baseline dribble. Beal floats up the shot. Got it. As that goes down. Good answer back from the timeout for Washington. Here's the Sixers with the possession. Harris at the top. Moves it over. Left elbow to Embiid. He dribbles left baseline now. And Lopez, get out of the way. Right there. Joel Embiid right down the lane. Scores up and in off the backboard as Lopez just got completely just taken out. He did not want anything to do whatsoever to Embiid as Lopez just kept on going backwards and eventually backwards beyond the hoop that Embiid just had a clear pathway to score. Washington off the screen. They shoot a 3. They just got knocked down. Curry pushes Bertans down to the ground, and that's going to be 3. Coming up at the free throw line by Davis Bertans. Coulter, welcome back on the stream here. My prediction was the Clippers in that series. My early prediction. I had said yesterday that was like slipping away though. But that's huge. So I'm still gonna go Clippers, but I that was huge yesterday for the Clippers to see Kawhi saving his team in the playoffs. Because if they go down 3-0, it's basically over. RJ, our football fan, welcome back to the stream here. So all three go down at the line by Bertans. Right back, Philadelphia will take a three, and they sink that one straight away. Tobias Harris hits it from the top of the key. Washington possession. Westbrook looking for the cutter underneath. Instead, Joel Embiid was underneath and intercepted it. Here's Embiid. Takes the jumper. 15-foot shot. No good. Off the mark. Westbrook comes out with a defensive rebound. Westbrook drives. Dish out right corner. Wide open three. Hachimura from the corner. Knocks it down. And Washington puts themselves winning 5. 6.5 left to go in the second before halftime. Embiid wide open at the top will take the three. Splash. Right back, Joel Embiid with a triple. That's what happens when you cannot defend a three right there. Just gave Embiid so much space out in the open by Lopez, who was the one who was supposed to be on him. A right baseline dribble. Westbrook passes underneath to Robin Lopez, and he gets the ball poked out. There was contact, too, and the clock was stopped with 6:03. Wow, RJ, our football fan, taking Washington to the finals. Inbound for Washington. At the top is Westbrook, 8 on the shot clock. Westbrook defended 1-on-1 by Green. The pick set by Lopez. Westbrook takes the open three that is way off the mark. Hit the bottom left part of the backboard as Philadelphia grabs the rebound with Harris. Harris dribbles, now at the free throw circle. Gives it back outside to Embiid. Embiid dribbles right down the lane, but they're going to call an offensive foul. It's on Philadelphia. Clock will stop with 5:40. Washington will get the inbound here. 5:30 left to go as we're going to approach the mark right now. Westbrook has it at the left wing. He is defended by Green. Westbrook gives it over to Beal. Beal turns the corner, dribbles underneath now. Bounce pass over to Westbrook. Sails the pass inside to Lopez. Turnaround right-handed hook shot. He scores. That one is good. Keeping it interesting here. 6-point game with 5:10 left to go. Shot fake and beat at the top. Dribbles up. Moves it back outside to Danny Green. Green dribbles. Bounce pass from behind over to Embiid. Embiid drives right down the lane. Banks it. Right next to two defenders. Too good right there for Joel Embiid. Up in and off the backboard. Under 5 left to go in the second. Right down the lane. Washington going to score right back for 2. Terrific game right now as Philadelphia will take the three and Green hits it. If you guys are joining us, 4.5 left to go in the second. This scoring's really picking up right now. Russ at the left elbow. Gives outside a Beal. Wide open corner three. No good. Missed at the left corner. Defensive rebound picked up by Philadelphia. Tobias Harris pass half court at the top here for Harris. 15 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Embiid. Back over to Harris. Harris dribbles 1-on-1 defended by Beal. Moves out right corner. Catching fire. Danny Green once again hits it. That goes down. Back-to-back triples by Danny Green for Philadelphia. And the Sixers up by 12 with 4:05 left to go here before half. Washington underneath spin move. Russell Westbrook to the cup. No good. Stood still on the front rim. Tipped out. Philadelphia will pick up the rebound. Deep three. No good off the mark that time by Green. Tapped out of bounds. It will go out last touched by Beal. So it will stay Philadelphia possession. What's good? D-Block, welcome back on the stream here, bud. Tony, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, this one looking like it's going to be going over that over total. Over-under was at 230. 62-50 with under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. So we're going to take a timeout. 3:55 left to go in the second. Philadelphia by 12. Danny Green really stepping up in a big way. Back-to-back threes for him. He has got 12 points in the starting 5 tonight. He has made 4 3-point shots total. Yeah, absolutely crazy, man, that the Heat are the first ones bounced out from the playoffs this year. After being the last team bounced out. Crazy. King Power, welcome in here. Picking the Sixers by 10 tonight. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games here, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well. I'm glad to have you guys enjoy the stream here tonight. Yeah, feel free to let me know who you guys got in this game, Philadelphia or Washington, right now. Tomorrow I'll be covering the Lakers against Suns at 3:30, and then the Celtics against the Nets tomorrow. So those are the two games tomorrow, 3:30 and 7, part of the doubleheader. Oh yeah, after this one, by the way, I'll be back from Memphis against Utah. So we'll be covering that game too, so feel free to stop by for that stream. What's good, Mary Ann? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, AD is questionable tomorrow, but he's not going to miss that. He's going to be good to go for AD. Ooh, good question here. A lot of great players in the SEC for SEC Player of the Year. I'm leading probably somebody from Alabama, most likely. Maybe Jaden Shackelford or Javon Quinterly, possibly. Also, CJ Frederick is on Kentucky now. So that's huge. Because I think he could have a great season, too. And potentially be up in the running. What's good, Tariq? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, we're going to be covering the Celtics game tomorrow. So, we will, because I want to see the fans. Looks like I'm cursed because whenever I cover them, they always lose. And whenever I don't cover them, they always win. Seems like. Roger, welcome in here. Taking Philly. We get back to action, 12-point game. Philadelphia has possession. Embiid receives the pass to the right baseline. He has it. Embiid, jumper, as he dribbles out to the right elbow, takes it, hits it. That goes down. Up by 14 for the Sixers, and Joel Embiid, the top scorer for Philadelphia, 20 points, 8 for 11 from the floor, getting whatever he wants, playing 14 minutes. At the right corner, Beal is double teamed, gives over to Westbrook, slides out to Hachimura. He is wide open, takes the three, makes it. By Rui Hachimura. Ebenezer, welcome in here from Ghana. Jose, glad to have you back at the stream here. 3:10 left to go before halftime. The Sixers up by 11. Curry at the top of the key. Gives it outside to Embiid. Embiid, entry pass over to Simmons. Simmons, one dribble. Passes over to the top to Curry. Open three. Launches it. No good. Missed it. Rolled around the rim and out. Defensive rebounds picked up by Washington. Westbrook at the left baseline. Bertans down to the ground away from the play. Westbrook will take it. He fires and hits it. That is good. Banks it, able to get the roll in for two there by Russ. 9-point game. 2:40 left to go before half. Sixers at the top of the key. They give it outside to the right wing to Curry. Curry dribbles right baseline. Pass behind his back to Embiid. Shot fake. Drives down the lane. Watch out. Joel Embiid missed the slam dunk. And it goes out of bounds. Holy smokes, with a mustard on that dunk attempt by Joel Embiid, but he missed the dunk on a wide open lane. Curry passed it behind his back around the perimeter to Embiid. Embiid went shot fake. Able to drive down the lane past Gafford and missed a wide open slam dunk with the right hand. 2:20 left to go before halftime. Washington down by 9. They have the ball. At the left wing's Westbrook. Westbrook dribbles up, takes the jumper over Green, banks it by Russell Westbrook to a 7-point game now with 2:10 remaining. Philadelphia will have the possession approaching 2 minutes left. Simmons outside to the right wing over to Harris. Back out to the left wing here over to Embiid. Embiid dribbles towards the left corner. One-on-one. Now off a double team as Hachimura comes along. Swings it cross court to Green. Shot fake. Takes the three at the right corner. Sinks it. 3-point shot number 5 tonight by Danny Green in the first half with 1:45 left to go before halftime. The ball poked loose to the backcourt. Beal will pick it up for Washington. Beal dribbles at the right wing. Spin move on Green. Drives. Fade away. No good. Missed it off the backboard as Harris snags the defensive rebounds. Here goes Philadelphia. Tobias Harris dribbles. Gives it back outside to the left wing. Curry one-on-one by Bertans defended. Curry still with it. Dribbles to the top of the key. Gives it over to Embiid. Embiid at the left wing. Pump fake and Embiid dribble. Drive inside. Oh, big time. Throw down by Joel Embiid with a thunderous right-handed flush. And one coming up as well at the free throw line. Oh my, get out of the way there, man. Shot fake, gets past Gafford around the perimeter, and followed from behind by Gafford as well. Holy smokes with the mustard on that dunk right there by Joel Embiid. He is loving that one. With his hands over his ears here, looking at the fans in Washington. A silencer with 1:10 remaining before halftime. Major jam by Embiid. James, welcome to the stream here from Fort Worth. Definitely for sure. We're welcoming Jay Ramirez. Welcome back in the stream here. Bucks are going to be well rested for round number 2. After a close game 1, went into overtime. 2, 3, and 4, just Milwaukee just on a whole nother level than the Heat. And Embiid will shoot one coming up at the line. First shot is good. Knocks down the and one. 1 minute left to go before half. Washington possession. Westbrook hands it off to Beal. Turns the corner. Dribbles. Takes the 18-foot jump shot. No good. Rolled around the rim and out. Defensive rebound picked up by Philadelphia. Over to Simmons. Drives down the lane with a right-handed hook. Missed it. Tipped up in the air. And it's going to be a rebounding foul. It's going to be on Washington. Joel Embiid back to the free throw line. 54 seconds left to go, and Philadelphia now in the bonus. Joel Embiid indeed on fire. 23 points tonight for Embiid. 6 rebounds. 9 for 13 from the floor in 17 minutes, getting everything that he wants against this defense. What's good, General Booty? Welcome back to the stream here. Ezekiel, welcome to the stream from Argentina here. Game 4, Suns versus Lakers tomorrow. That's at 3:30 Eastern time in the U.S. for Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 Central. If you're out in the Philippines, that is a very, very early game in the morning. In the middle of the night, if you're out in the Philippines, is at 3:30 in the morning. Monday in the Philippines, that is. That's 3:30 a.m. Philippines time. And one good by... or both 1 for 2 that trip at the free throw line. Good by Embiid. 71-57. Jumper by Beal. And he will get fouled. As that personal foul picked up by Shake Milton is going to send Bradley Beal shooting 2 at the line. 42.6 seconds left to go. Philadelphia putting up 71 here in the first half against Washington. Washington, just their main struggle this season, once again, has been on the defensive side of the basketball, dead last in the NBA in most points allowed per game, giving up about 118 per game to opponents averaging this season. Beal first free throw missed it. Bradley Beal tonight's got 13 points, 6 for 12 shooting. Second shot, Beal hits it. Philadelphia by 13, they have possession. Simmons gives it over to Harris at the left wing perimeter. Harris passes now over to Embiid, looking for more with 24. Embiid backs his way on Len, tries to get past him, ball poked loose, it goes out of bounds though, it's a turnover by Embiid. He was trying to plead his case to the official there as he went spin move left baseline but lost it out of bounds. It will go back to Washington. 20 seconds left to go before halftime. 3-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Westbrook past the half-court logo. Has it the left wing. 10 on the shot clock. Westbrook switched upon, defended by Harris, 1-on-1. Dribbles up to the left elbow. Westbrook drives inside, dumps it off to Len. Floats to the shot, no good off the back rim. Tipped up, and Embiid comes up with a rebound. Embiid draws the contact, and the foul picked up by Washington in the backcourt with .8 seconds remaining. The refs are going to say it's... Either way, it's going to send Embiid to the line shooting 2. Embiid thought it was a shooting foul and that he should have shot 3. It's going to be 2 shots coming up either way. He got fouled in the backcourt. The sweat pouring down all over the face of Joel Embiid. Out there on the roll, 24 points as he'll be shooting 2 shots here with 0.8 of a second left to go before halftime. First shot missed off the back rim by Embiid. Thanks so much, General Booty. Appreciate it here, bud. Yes, I'll be covering Suns against Lakers tomorrow. It was Alex Len who picked up the personal foul, reaching in the backcourt of the Sixers' backcourt with 0.8 of a second left. Second shot, Embiid hits it. Embiid going into halftime with 25 points as Philadelphia leads it at the end of the first half here, 72-58. What a statement by the Sixers. Joel Embiid getting everything that he wants in this game. Attacking and attacking and attacking all game long. And there's just no defensive answers whatsoever for Washington in this series to stop Embiid. Embiid with 25 single-handedly in the first half. 25.7 rebounds, 3 steals by Embiid, 9 for 13 from the floor. Even was wide open on 3 3-point shot attempts. He made 2 of those. He's 2 for 3 from the perimeter in 18 minutes, scoring 25 points. 15 points by Danny Green, catching the fire. He's made 5 threes in the first half. 10 points by Ben Simmons with 7 assists. 7 points each by Tobias Harris. He's got 9 rebounds and 7 points and 4 assists by Seth Curry. For Washington, Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook, top 2 scorers, both with 14 each. And Westbrook and Beal both shooting the ball 6 for 12 from the floor. But that's it that's showing up. Here's the thing for Washington. It's just basically this team's Beal and Westbrook. Other than that, they need other players here to step up, and that's been a main problem so far. 8 points by Bertans. He's missed 3 threes, though. 6 points by Hachimura. Off the bench, Gafford's got 8. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games here, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well. And feel free to join back for Memphis against Utah later tonight. I'll be covering that game as well, so you guys are welcome to stop by for that stream. Just to get you guys caught up, what happened throughout the NBA today, earlier. Milwaukee Bucks beat the Miami Heat. Milwaukee with a sweep, 120-103 over Miami. As the Heat, last year, they were the last remaining team in the Eastern Conference. Next season, in the 2021 playoffs, first team out of the playoffs. What a year difference makes. Not a good difference for the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler just did not really show up in the series. Bryn Forbes ripped the Heat to shreds again, made 7 threes. I predicted the Nets and the Clippers for my predictions prior to the playoffs. I think the Lakers have the chance to get there now. If the Clippers aren't standing in their path, if Dallas takes that series. And then, yeah, I think the Bucks have the chance. I really do. I was going back and forth between Milwaukee and Brooklyn. I think right now I'm taking the Bucks for most dangerous team because they are deep. They got 2 players that should have been 7th or 6th man of the year nominees, with Bryn Forbes and Bobby Portis coming off the bench, and Jrue Holiday's a game changer. The Bucks are proving it. Just a totally different team. And they showed all throughout that series that they just wanted it more. And they got players that can hit big time shots when you need big time shots. Chris Middleton's been a go-to when it comes to in the clutch, and he can perform really well in the clutch for Middleton. So they got a lot of terrific pieces there for the Bucks, and their interior defense is low key solid. What's good, Vegas? Welcome back to the stream here, bud. Right now we're just at halftime, Philadelphia by 14. There are parts in this game that Washington looked like they were hanging around there. Washington was trailing by 16 at one point. Yeah, it's going to have to be KD, most likely, to guard Giannis. They've been going with DeAndre Jordan, but he hasn't even really played in the playoffs for Brooklyn. It could be the case that the Bucks have the Nets number, because that could very well prove to be true in a couple weeks when they see each other, if they do see each other, because Brooklyn still has to get past the Celtics in the first round. But the Bucks had the Nets number twice earlier this month in those 2 games in the regular season. I know they were missing James Harden, but they had 2 out of the 3 for the big 3 in those 2 games. Yeah, Christian puts out here 3 NBA teams he likes watching the most: Jazz, Lakers, and the Bucks. All playing terrific basketball. Yeah, it's so sad. I heard that earlier today that Mark Eden passed away. Manny, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, Miami. Yeah, Miami's already out of the playoffs. So they lost today against Milwaukee. They get swept. Glenn, welcome to the stream here. Looking for Russ to get traded to the Lakers next year. Bert, welcome to the stream here. Taking the Sixers for the sweep. Brandon, welcome to the stream. Back out in the D. My Holy King, what's good? Welcome back on the channel here. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan hasn't even played at all, so that's why Blake Griffin's been starting games for Brooklyn. I don't know myself if he's injured or not. I'm going to see if there's anything about DeAndre Jordan. No, there's nothing. Jeff Green's out with a foot injury. So DeAndre Jordan isn't even injured or anything. He just never even he hasn't even got on the court during this series, which he receives. He had like substantial minutes when he played those 2 games back in early May when they played against the Bucks. My prediction was Brooklyn to take it all. I think that Milwaukee-Brooklyn series, whoever wins that, has a great chance to win the entire title. That second round, if it even happens, because the Brooklyn just lost one to the Celtics yesterday. Brooklyn still has to play that series. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my predictions. So I still got Clippers versus Nets. Yeah, so I will keep those predictions because I don't wanna change predictions. Whatever I've released is the ones I'm gonna stay with because they're predictions. Even though I'm from these games, you see stuff after time that you're like, yikes, that that doesn't look so hot right now. But then once again, realizing Miami's matchup was kind of like a bad matchup going up against Milwaukee because Milwaukee has shooters all over the place on the team. They have multiple players that can score over 40 or shoot the ball over 40+% from 3-point range, five separate players. Whereas Miami's a bottom 5 offense in the NBA. So, in order for Miami to stay with Milwaukee, they would have to score a ton because the Bucks got the number 1 offense in the NBA, and that was just not the case there for Miami. So even though Miami was through their defense just wasn't able to give them enough to come through because that Milwaukee offense is too explosive. Because nowadays it's all about the offensive type of game. Yeah, Tatum was a huge way wide. He scored 50. Now, I don't expect Tatum to score that again in the next game. But if Kemba Walker can step up and Smart and Fournier could keep on playing like they did yesterday too, and Tristan Thompson as well, I do think the Celtics have a legitimate shot to take that one tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be covering 2 games. It's going to be Lakers against Suns and then Celtics versus Brooklyn. Boston's going to be playing with 100% capacity tomorrow for the first time in 14 months. So keep that in note too. The fans are going to be showing up and they're going to see if they can try to take over and be the 6th man. Yeah, Kemba Walker's definitely been MIA all playoffs. He's due for a big one. Hey, thanks so much, Cameron. Appreciate it here, bud. I'm taking the Lakers tomorrow there. Phoenix is in trouble. Chris Paul is injured with his shoulder, and without him being aggressive and taking 3-point shots, they're just lacking that leadership scoring playmaker that they've had all season long with Chris Paul. And I think he only took like 1 3-point shot in the game on Thursday. So when I saw him shoot the ball, he does not look great at all. There was a free throw that I saw and it hit the rim way short. And this is coming from Chris Paul, a terrific free throw shooter. And on his first attempt, it hit rim short. And then there was another shot that he took it was a jumper to free throw circle. And it just went straight line and hit the front rim. Like these shots didn't even look close. So the Lakers know what's up because Chris Paul isn't being aggressive because he looks like he's hurt pretty badly. So that's going to leave a ton on Booker, which Devin Booker was seeing multiple double teams last game, and he missed 13 shots. He was getting stopped a bunch. Hey, I'll see you Sunday, David. Yeah, Eugene put in here. Celtics going to get beat down tomorrow. Yeah, I had said last week the ceiling for the Celtics was 1 game. I can imagine them winning. I just will love it to see if they can shock me tomorrow. I'm going in with a new sense of energy into tomorrow's stream. And I'm probably going to leave with it being crushed. Most likely. What's good, Sharon Deep? Welcome to the stream here. Okay, so Chris Paul's injury was a shoulder contusion. It's the right shoulder of Chris Paul, too. And he suffered that in game 1. Welcome in Leon on the stream here. SVBQZ, welcome to stream here. Yeah, I had said that I was asked about that on, I think, like a week ago. Before game 1 for Boston, what could be potentially what I thought the Celtics ceiling would have been. And I think I said it's either going to be game 1, possibly, or the one that I see them the most for the Celtics winning would be game 4. Just because Boston's playing with that 100% capacity, and I think the fans are going to have a big impact on the game for tomorrow. I was shocked about yesterday that game 3 turned out to be one of them that they took. And I don't expect it at all that Tatum's going to score 50 again. That would be shocking if Tatum happens to score 50 again. If he does, man, that's something special. All right, so right now we're still at halftime. We're going to get back to the third quarter, though, in just a moment here, folks. And we will actually right now. So right back and starting into the third. Here we go. It's going to be Philadelphia or Washington. We'll go left to right in the court first. Philadelphia go right to left. Russell Westbrook has the ball for Washington. Takes up the court, takes the 3, hits it. Straight away from the top of the key. Philadelphia has possession and Embiid at the left wing. Incredible first half for Embiid with 25 points. Bounce pass over to Simmons. Simmons defended by Hachimura. Floats up the pass over to Harris, but no good. As he was looking for him underneath the hoop, the ball hit off the rim, and Washington picks it up. They drive down the lane inside. Beal, no good. Off the floater. They get it right back with offensive rebounds. Westbrook, pass over to Beal at the right corner. Back out to the top of the key. Westbrook takes another 3, hits it. Back-to-back triples right out of the gate by Russ. Puts it to an 8-point game. 72-64. Philadelphia possession and Embiid at the top. Bounce pass over to the left elbow. Simmons gives it back outside over to Harris. 8 on the shot clock. Harris moves it out to the top of the key. They'll take a 3. Wide open by Embiid. Knocks it down. Once again, nobody on Embiid. Just too easy. 10.5 left to go in the third. Washington possession. Westbrook has it at the right wing, defended by Green. Gives it over to the top here off the screen. And too strong off the back rim. No good by Bertans. Philadelphia has possession. Simmons gives it outside. Harris launches a 3 this time. Knocks it down. Back-to-back triples. Embiid and Harris for Philadelphia. They extend it back up by 14. At the right baseline. Deep 2. Got it. Hachimura hits it. Danny Green has it. Philadelphia now at the top of the free throw circle with Embiid. Embiid dribbles on Len. Step back jumper to left baseline. Goes in. That rattles in right there. Oh, jeez. Sorry to hear that there, Jason. As Washington right back going inside and out. Going to take a 3 and they sink another one. Their 3's keeping them in the game. The problem is they just can't make stops here. To start off, Philadelphia has made 2 threes already in this third quarter. Beal tries to jump the route, almost intercepted it. Off the dribble, he knocked it loose out of bounds, so it will stay Philadelphia ball. King Cyrus, welcome in here. Next for the Bucks is going to be the winner of Brooklyn against Boston. As that jumper goes down, 2 more on the board for Philadelphia. Hits at the free throw circle. Washington possession. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Russ dribbles inside, gives her to Hachimura, returns the corner, gets some space, takes the jumper, 15-footer, no good. Hit the rim short, defensive rebound picked up here by the Sixers. Sixers slow it down with the ball by Harris. Harris at the right wing, defended by Hachimura. They will turn the corner, floats it up, scores. That is good. Russ gives over to Len. Spin move, right baseline. Tobias Harris got 14 points tonight for Philadelphia. Got the last bucket. Westbrook inside got stripped of the ball as he is underneath the hoop out of the play. Simmons swings it over cross court. Harris no look pass, fires it over right corner. Open three, got it by Curry. Sixers extend it to an 18-point lead now. Largest one of the game as Russell Westbrook was out of the play as he took the ball underneath. Looking for the shot, he was stripped underneath the hoop. And then he just completely just gave up on the play underneath. Looked like he might have got hurt for a moment underneath the hoop, like with his hand above his face. Didn't come back on defense in transition, and they go around the perimeter. Harris to the right wing to Curry at the right corner and drilled it. PJ, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, not a good start here for Washington in this third quarter. They've been able to score. They just can't play defense, though, because it's been a problem all season long. They've given up 15 points to Philadelphia in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. The Wizards have given up 15 points to the Sixers in 3 minutes and 45 seconds in the third. Ed Mark, welcome to the stream. And nobody can stop Embiid as he's got 30. The entire starting five for Philadelphia is all in double figures. 30 points by Embiid, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 11 for 15 shooting. 15 points by Danny Green, made 5 threes tonight. Tobias Harris, 14 points, 9 rebounds. He's made 2 threes. 2 threes made by Seth Curry, now in double figures with 10. And then 10 points, 8 assists by Ben Simmons. Philadelphia's made 12 threes. Conrad, welcome to the stream here. Leanne, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one for Philadelphia. Or Washington, that is. For Philadelphia, they're looking like they're going to sweep Washington. But this is just tough for Washington because they just can't put any stops in the court. That's been their main issue the entire season. Last year, they were bottom defense. This year, they're bottom defense. And you can't have 2 players take on 5. And that's what's happening tonight here. That's what's been like most of the case throughout the season. Westbrook and Beal, that's all. And not really much production out of Hachimura or Bertans or any of the other players for Washington. What's good, Daniel? Welcome to the stream here. Romel, welcome to the channel from Venezuela. Zachary, welcome to the stream. Max West, welcome to the channel here. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We got 300 out in the chat here. Glad to have you guys be a part here on the channel. After this game, I'll be covering Memphis against Utah, so feel free to be a part of that stream as well. Yeah, there's nobody in the series for Washington that can stop Embiid. Entire starting 5, combining for 79 out of the 87 points tonight for Philadelphia. All the 5 are in double figures. We're back to action. Washington has possession. Dribbles with Westbrook inside, away from the ball. We get a foul. Going down in the back left corner of the front court was Bertans, and Danny Green is down. Yes, I plan on covering Lakers Suns tomorrow. I'm going to take Memphis tonight in that one. I'm going to take Memphis to make things interesting tonight. PG-13, welcome to the stream here. Hey, thanks so much, PJ, for being a part once again here. We got 8:02 left to go in the third. Philadelphia, largest lead they got now, up by 18. Washington looks to get the inbound. They do, into the hands to Westbrook. Dribbles left baseline. His pass deflected. They get it back, though. Back out to the top, Hachimura. Dribbles up. Passes to nobody underneath. And now they're lucky. It got deflected out of bounds. That was a dangerous pass. It's going to stay Washington ball, though. It's 9/10 of a second left to go on the shot clock. Inbound underneath. Floats one up and banks it. That is good. Up and in off the backboard. It is Hachimura who scores off the inbound pass by Westbrook. 7.5 left to go in the third. Simmons at the right elbow gives off to Embiid, top of the free throw circle. Embiid dribbles towards his left. Passes over to the top of the key. Curry moves it outside to Embiid. 7 on the shot clock. Embiid dribbles left baseline. Running out of real estate. Gives it outside to Curry. Curry shot fake right down the lane. Floats it up with the left hand. No good. Tipped off the glass. Simmons couldn't get it. Westbrook with a steal. Outlet pass. Ahead of the pack. Watch out. Right-handed flush right there behind the defense by Daniel Gafford. Russ with a beautiful find puts it to a 14-point game. 7:05 left to go in the third. Simmons has it at the left elbow, gives it back to the top here. Embiid shot fake, gets a lot of space defended by Gafford. 1-on-1, dribbles at the left wing. Now to the left baseline, backs his way. Embiid passes over to Green, dribbles back out, takes the three at the left corner, missed it, no good. Off the right side of the rim. Washington with a rebound. Russ has it, gives it outside to Beal, catching fire over Green, rattled out, no good. Offensive rebound, puts it up, blocked from behind. Tobias Harris with a denial on Westbrook. And Westbrook going to pick up a quick foul as he was on the ground, reaching in from behind, grabbing Harris after he came up with a block, and the clock will stop. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night there, Jason, with your trip at the store there, bud. Philadelphia by 14 to get the inbounds. At the left elbow, Harris. Harris backs his way inside the key, defended by Hachimura. Harris puts one up. He gets fouled. And he'll shoot two at the charity stripe. .621 left to go in the third. Tobias Harris shooting two, coming up at the line. If you're new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and appreciate everybody for being a part in the channel tonight. Harris first free throw, he knocks it down. Yeah, if you can't make stops, this is going to be tough. Second free throw is good. 16-point game with 6:20 in the third. Washington with a possession outside at the left wing. It's Beal. Beal defended by Simmons. Dribbles down the lane for Beal. Blocked from behind by Embiid. Here goes the Sixers, approaching 6 minutes left to go. They give it outside. Dribbles right baseline with Harris, and it's going to lead to a quick whistle. Will Smith, welcome to the stream here. He is looking for a Washington epic comeback. Lane Cheek, welcome in here, taking the Sixers in 5. Philadelphia will get the inbound in their front court. 6:05 left to go remaining. What's good, Ash? Welcome to the stream here. Shot fake at the free throw circle. I was stunned yesterday that the Celtics won that game. And beat underneath, too good. Gets past Gafford. And right through, down the lane, lays it up and in for two more. Joel Embiid just torching the Wizards tonight for 32 points. Washington pass underneath. Couldn't finish, missed the shot, tried to tip it back by Gafford, and he got fouled. The clock will stop with 5:43. Jaward, welcome to the stream here. Appreciate all the new people for finding my stream tonight. Entire starting five for the Sixers have scored in double figures. Kenneth, welcome in here, taking the Lakers and the Sixers in the finals. And B with 32 points in 24 minutes. Daniel Gafford shooting two at the charity stripe. First one is good. Felix, welcome in here, taking the Sixers. That is good. It's going to be Philadelphia balls. They take the jumper. Embiid again launches it over Gafford and scores at the left elbow. Embiid just too good now with 34. Underneath, Ish Smith moves it out to the right wing. Bertans drives down the lane, lost control of the basketball. Curry comes up with a steal on the key outlet pass over to Harris. 1 minute beat down the lane and throws it down with a two-handed dunk out in transition. Gets past Smith. Too late from behind, but is closing on him quick. Timeout taken on the floor. 5:15 left to go. It's by Washington. Down to 2 timeouts left. Philadelphia with 5 timeouts remaining. And this is not looking good for the Wizards right now. Down by 20. Not able to get stops at all on the court there. Turnover leads to Philadelphia out on the break in a slam dunk by Tobias Harris. On a whole nother level tonight. And just only one side of the game showed up for Washington. And their defense was not one of that. Yeah, Snake Durant, go welcome to the stream here. Yeah, they had a chance to pull it out in overtime, and Chris Middleton had that big game winner a week ago. That's as close as the Heat ever got. Yeah, Beal hasn't really done much here in this second half. Beal's missed 11 shots tonight. He's got 17 points, 7 for 18. Russell Westbrook's the top scorer. Yes, Westbrook's playing today. You know there's a problem when you can't make stops and Philadelphia is shooting 62% from the floor. 36 for 59. They're also 52% from 3. They've had multiple shooters on this team just open all around the map today. Joel Embiid's knocked down 3 threes himself. 5 for 9 from the perimeter by Danny Green. And Curry is 2 for 4 from the outside. And Tobias Harris is 2 for 3. Yeah, the Bucks are back right there. And they get the time to rest up, too. 4 games. They sweep it. And now they have time to rest up, prepare for most likely what's going to be Brooklyn. TGU, welcome back on the channel here, man. Glad to have you guys back in the stream. If you're new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Right now, we're on a timeout. 5:14 left to go, third quarter. Philadelphia, largest lead. They're up by 20. Russell Westbrook to the Knicks, Daniel puts out here. Yeah, I agree there, my holy king. They picked up Trevor Ariza at the trade deadline, and he just hasn't been a good pickup. Oh yeah, so true right there, Leon. And be just on a whole nother level. It's like he's out there right now playing with like kids in the playground right now, just bullying them all over the place. And Embiid's stat lines look like this: 34 points in 25 minutes, 13 for 17 from the floor. He has made 3 3-point shots as well, just left completely wide open at all 3 occasions around the perimeter. 3 steals in the block from behind. We're back to action. Washington has the possession. They'll float it up inside. Contacted, and that will be a foul. It's on Philadelphia. Bradley Beal will head to the line, shoot 2. First shot good by Beal. Second shot by Beal is good. So Bradley Beal's got 19 now. Tobias Harris out of the game, and Embiid still into the game. Simmons, Hill, Curry, Green, and Embiid. 5 in the court currently for Philadelphia. Embiid gets the entry pass. Embiid defended by Gafford, 101 at the left elbow. 4 in the shot clock. Embiid backs his way, turnaround off a double team. Too good. Joel Embiid knocks it down at the left baseline, turnaround off a double team as he's got now 36 points. 4.5 left to go in the third. Washington passes left corner 3 in the air by Neto. Been way off the mark all game long. Rolled around the rim and out. It will lead to another quick whistle. It's picked up on Philadelphia. The clock will stop again with 4:27. Raul Neto struggling at all levels tonight in the court. He played off the bench tonight. He's got no points, 0 for 5 from the floor against his former team that he left in the offseason. Ish Smith has it at the left wing. Smith hands it off to Beal, turns the corner, dribbles, floats up the shot by Beal, gets it at the right elbow, but down by 18. Philadelphia possession, Simmons at the left wing. Hands it off to Curry. Curry defended by Beal. Curry dribbles as he turns the corner at the free throw circle, moves it outside to Embiid. Embiid dribbles up now to the left elbow. Embiid backs his way in. Gafford swings out, fires a pass, top of the key, 3 open. Curry splash from downtown right there. Gets the Sixers to triple digits first on the board. It is 100-79. 3:45 left to go in the third. Jumper no good, misfired by Ish Smith at the right wing perimeter. Philadelphia has possession now. Top of the key, Curry. Curry gives it over to Embiid. 14 on the shot clock. Embiid at the left wing, defended by Smith. Got a lot of space out in front of him. Shot fake. Moves out to the top here. Curry, 6 in the shot clock. Dribbles at the free throw circle. Kicks out right corner. Open 3 by Hill. Gets it. That goes down right there. Knocks it down from the right corner. George Hill with 3:10 left to go in the third. Washington moves out to the top here from Smith over to Neto. Back outside to Smith. Ish Smith, you can take the 3 if you want. Danny Green stares him down. That's exactly what he does, and Smith, with all the time in the world, hits it. Philadelphia has it off the drive. Floater with a teardrop. Curry scores with a stare down right after as well. Staring down, Gafford floats up the teardrop over the big fella. Washington underneath misses the shot. Here goes Philadelphia. Simmons kicks it out left corner. Open 3 in the air by Curry. Rattled out, no good. Defensive rebound picked up for Washington. Washington just has given up defensively. They're just like, no, we're not going to get even close near you. Social distancing still a thing in Washington right now. 2:15 left to go in the third. Washington has it with Smith. Smith dribbles left baseline, circles around the hoop. At the right elbow, takes the jumper. No good, missed it off the back rim as Simmons snags the rebound for Philadelphia. 2 minutes left to go. Simmons drives down with a Euro step, too easy, as he gets right past down the lane and scores with a right-handed finish and one. Coming up as well by Ben Simmons at the charity stripe. What kind of defense was that for Washington? Get out of the way. Number 16 for the Wizards. Move off the court right there. Anthony Gill as Ben Simmons goes to school on Anthony Gill coming off the bench. Simmons 0 for 8 this series at the free throw line. And make it 0 for 9. Missed it. Howard tips it right back over to Simmons. Simmons dribbles back out to the top of the key. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Pass over to Curry. Curry at the top here. 4 in the shot clock. Curry has it. Dribbles. Jumper deep 2 over Ish Smith. No good. Missed it. And Washington picks up the rebounds. Minute 40 in the third. Westbrook passing the traffic. Bad decision as Simmons comes up with a steal. Kicks out left corner. Shot fake Hill. Dribbles now back to the left elbow. Hill got a lot of space out there. Watch out. Lob over the top. Hill to Simmons. Too easy with alley-oop jam. Nobody back to defend Ben Simmons there. Joel Embiid watching all this one when he's on the bench with 36 points currently. 109-82. Philadelphia just pouring it on. No defense whatsoever for Washington. TGU loving the comment right there. Social distancing is still a thing here out in Washington. And oh my. No defense is showing up whatsoever here for the Wizards. Open players left and right on the court for Philadelphia. They are getting everything like they want out here. This is, man. This is like a pickup game, basically, against little kids in the court at this rate. Yikes. Not a good sign for Washington. For Philadelphia, these totals for point totals look like their final game totals. We still got another 13 and a half minutes left to go. Joel Embiid, 36 points, 8 rebounds in 28 minutes, 14 for 18 from the floor. He also has 3 steals in the block. 18 points by Tobias Harris with 11 rebounds. 15 points by Seth Curry making 3 threes. 14 points by Ben Simmons with 8 assists. Bradley Beal, 21 points. Russell Westbrook with 20 and 10 rebounds. 12 by Gafford. Hachimura's got 10. And Washington allowing Philadelphia to shoot 63% from the floor. Step back jumper by Washington onto the timeout, and they hit it. Yeah, it's got the vibe of a preseason game. 1 minute left to go in the third. Hill turns the corner. Dumps it off underneath. They get called though for the offensive foul. Turnover Philadelphia. 1 minute left to play here in the third. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate everybody for being a part here on the stream tonight. Washington has possession, right wing perimeter, Westbrook. Westbrook is followed by Matisse Thybulle around the perimeter. Clock will stop with 53 seconds. Yeah, good old summer league right there. This game tonight at Washington, it's got the vibe of that. First shot good at the line by Russell Westbrook. Second free throw by Westbrook, that's good. Philadelphia with a possession. Final 45 seconds left to go in the third. Simmons gives it outside. Thybulle over to the left wing to Hill. Hill passes over to Milton. 5 in the shot clock. Milton launches a 3 himself. No good. Missed it. As Beal will pick up the rebounds. Beal underneath. Swings it back over to the top here to Westbrook. Westbrook got a lot of space out there. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Westbrook backs his way, kicks it out left corner, and the clock will stop. It's a foul picked up. It's on Russ. The refs say that he pushed off inside the key to give him space to fling out the pass to the left corner. Offensive foul picked up by Russell Westbrook, and he is just fuming right now. Critical at the officials right there for that call when his team is just not showing up tonight for this game. 15 seconds left to go in the third. Milton has it past half court for Philadelphia, looking for the final shot before the end of the third. Milton at the right wing. He gets defended, drives, dumps it off to Korkmaz. Wide open 3, and he missed it. No good. Westbrook with a rebound as he will float up a shot, but it was after the shot clock. All right, so that closes out the third quarter here. 109-86 the score. Philadelphia just been steamrolling past Washington. Philadelphia putting up 36, 36, and 37 in quarters number 1, 2, and 3. Mahamud, welcome to the stream here. You the man, welcome to the stream. All right, so we just ended the third quarter. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Total difference in this game today has just been Philadelphia getting everything that they want. 61% connecting their shots from the floor, 50% from the perimeter at 14 for 28 for Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, usually is bottom 5 in the NBA when it comes to three-point shot attempts per game or so. They don't attempt too many. They've attempted 28 tonight. They've knocked down 14. So they have shooters around. They're more selective, though, as far as what they shoot. They pass those up to go inside to Embiid when the moment comes, though. But this type of game today, they've seen the opening so many times that usually they're not like an aggressive team from the perimeter for Philadelphia, because they're basically their offense revolves around the interior with Embiid. So he's got 36 points in 28 minutes. But when you leave players wide open like that, they'll take those and they'll make those. And they're just, it's basically like shooting. It's basically like a on-court shoot around before the game. That's what's going on. That's the type of defense that Washington is out there today. Just miscommunication on all types of ends of the floor. Yeah, my Holy King puts out Robin Lopez slower than Kyle Anderson there for shot release. Yeah, Kyle Anderson's got such a slow shot release, and Robin Lopez, all that he does usually is just like hook shots in the key. Yeah, feel free to stop on by for the next stream right after this one. Hopefully it'll be a good game as well. It'll be Memphis versus Utah. Right after this game, another 1 versus 8 matchup. Alright, so we move on to the fourth quarter now. And just automatically right there, we start off the fourth quarter and Philadelphia gets a bucket inside. Washington has the possession. Westbrook moves out left corner. Pass deflected up in the air by Milton as he's able to get a hand on it, come up with a steal as well. Philadelphia with a possession. Shake Milton at the top of the key. Moves over to Harris. Harris at the top. Dribbles towards his right, at the right elbow. Floats it up over the top off the roll down by Dwight Howard with a two-handed alley-oop jam. Multiple players cutting to the bucket tonight for Philadelphia. And Washington just nowhere to be seen with that backdoor defense. Get that out of there. Dwight Howard with a denial underneath, and the clock will stop with 11:06. So he blocked it to the corner. Philadelphia has possession. 11 minutes left to go in the fourth. Milton drives. Kicks it out left corner. They travel with it, though. Turnover by the Sixers. Yes, they got the subs in the game here for the fourth quarter. So they got Shake Milton, Dwight Howard, George Hill. Tobias Harris still in the game, though. And Matisse Thybulle for Philadelphia. Russell Westbrook still playing, though. He's playing with Neto. Beal still out there as well. So Westbrook and Beal still out there for Washington. Ish Smith, along with Robin Lopez, Westbrook, Beal, and Neto, the 5 in the court currently for Washington. Missed 3, no good. It's 113-88. They'll give that a goaltend. A couple possessions prior that Dwight Howard got the block on. They actually gave that a goaltend. Harris gets stripped of the ball. Westbrook comes out with a steal. Here to go out on the break. Westbrook swings it over cross court to the right corner. Back out right wing. Neto is 0 for 5. Make it 0 for 6. Misses the 3-point shot against his former team. 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia will have it back. I think at this case, I think at this case, Neto needs to be sent overseas to play. That this game just not at his level to play in the NBA. Turnaround jumper missed by Harris at the left baseline. Defensive rebound picked up for Washington. I couldn't believe that he was a starter this year for Washington when I saw that he started throughout the season multiple games. Today, though, he played off the bench 11 minutes, 0 for 6 from the floor. No points, 0 for 3 from 3. He's got some wide open, left wide open multiple times, and it's just missed threes. Yeah, Neto started 22 games this season for Washington. Underneath, Washington misses the jumper. Tobias Harris picks up the court, gives it over to Howard, hands it off to Milton. Milton dribbles left elbow. He gets some separation, takes the jumper. And they won't count it, though. Milton pushes off. Michael, welcome to the stream here. 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Westbrook will have it. Backs his way. Gives it over to Lopez. Hook shot in the key. Scores. Philadelphia has possession here on Milton. Milton moves it over to Harris. Harris at the left elbow, defended by Westbrook. And Westbrook pokes it loose, comes up with a steal, but they're going to call a whistle here. And it's going to be a late foul picked up by Westbrook reaching in. They'll say that Philadelphia will start with the ball, and Russell Westbrook cannot believe it. $9:10 left to go in the fourth. Philadelphia will get the inbounds. Sixers have it off the inbound with Harris. Harris defended by Neto. And Harris leans in with an elbow on Neto. Gets called with an offensive foul. Turnover by Philadelphia. Elbow to the chin of Neto. And Washington will get it back. Washington has possession. Beal at the left elbow. Spin move on Thibault. Dribbles ahead. Floats it up in the key. Scores. That is good. $8:40 left to go in the fourth here. Hill will take it past half court. Defended by Neto. Hill at the right wing. At the top of the key, dribbles 8 on the shot clock, gives over to Thibault, wide open. He'll take the three himself. No good, missed it off the mark as Smith soars up, grabs the rebound. Passes up the court to Westbrook. Westbrook backs his way to the right elbow. Inside, puts it up over Maxey, gets fouled. And the clock will stop with 8:22. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe as we're 8:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Wrapping up this one here, guys. Appreciate everybody for finding my stream. Later tonight, I'll be covering Utah against Memphis, so feel free to be a part of that stream if you guys would like to. 2 shots here at the line by Westbrook. First one good. Westbrook with a triple-double tonight, 25 points. 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Make it 26 as he hits his second free throw. Philadelphia by 19, they get the ball. Maxey gives it to Harris at the top, dribbles up to the free throw circle. Back outside to Maxey, shoves it out to the left corner. Left baseline dribble, Hill. He gives it over to Thibault, puts up the shot and banks it right there. That is good. Up and in off the backboard by Matisse Thybulle. 8 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Off the screen, Beal shoots the three, missed it straight away. Hit the rim short. Under 8 left to go as Philadelphia has the ball. Maxey dribbles, floats it up over the top and scores. Gets it over Lopez for 2 right there by Tyrese Maxey. Timeout taken on the court by Washington. 7:46 left to go. Washington out of every single timeout. Washington has burned every single timeout that they had in their pocket. No timeouts remaining by the Wizards. And we still got 7:46 left remaining. Jason, welcome to the stream here. I heard about that behind the arc fan. So sad. Justin, welcome to the stream here. That was incredible last night by Tatum. What's good? Chris, welcome to the stream here. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel here, bud. It's awesome, guys. You guys have been awesome here. Philadelphia as a team shooting the ball collectively as a group at 61% from the floor. 36 by Embiid. 8 rebounds. He's played 28 minutes tonight. Resting up for the next game. $20 points by Tobias Harris with 13 rebounds. 15 by Curry. 14 points by Ben Simmons. 15 by Danny Green. Jay Rich, welcome to the stream here. You the man, appreciate it. You guys are awesome for being a part tonight in the channel. Feel free to join in for the next stream. Hopefully it's much better. Utah against Memphis. Tomorrow I'll be back for 2 games. Lakers against Suns, 3:30 Eastern time. And then Celtics against Nets tomorrow night. What's good, Imagine? Welcome to the stream here. Good question. I'm gonna say no. I thought they were looking dangerous because they were making a playoff push themselves, but this matchup is just not a good matchup. We got 7:45 left to go in the fourth. So the thing about the playing game, I like how they do the playing game between the 7 versus 10 teams because it has teams consider to tank less now, or because if you're in that spot like Washington was, with around like a month, 2 months remaining, if you're like a number 12 or 11 team and trying to reach the number 10 line, like number 11, 12, 13 around that area, and still trying to reach the number 10 seed to be a part of the playing game, then you have a choice to make whether you're going to tank or whether you're going to play out the rest of the season strong here and see if you can get to that number 10 seed. My Holy King liking the big 3 to get some big-time buckets there over Boston. One that shocked me. 7:40 left to go in the fourth. I'm just happy that the Celtics won 1, except it's the one I didn't stream, though. I am stunned that they won that Game 3. On the ground with the ball, as Beal was down to the ground with it, looking for the call, couldn't get it. We're back to action. Philadelphia has possession. Top of the key, it's Harris. Harris gives over to Maxey. Maxey with 8 on the shot clock remaining. Maxey dribbles towards his right. Now at the right baseline. Fires up a deep 2. No good, missed it as Neto comes up with the rebounds. Neto gives it over to Westbrook. Westbrook defended by Thibault. Backs his way inside. Puts into the hands to Lopez. Lopez tries to put it up. He got it contacted from behind. And the clock will stop with 7:05. So Robin Lopez will go to the free throw line coming up. Yep, so Philadelphia is going to go up 3-0 in the series. So whoever wins that series, Knicks or Hawks, will take on Philadelphia in the second round. The more interesting one is the Bucks against the Nets. If the Nets, which they should, be able to survive the Celtics and move on to take the Bucks. I hope so, Michael. Really do hope so, man, that the full capacity tomorrow in Boston. Both of the shots missed the line by Lopez. Philadelphia has the possession now. Maxey at the right wing. Maxey dribbles to the free throw circle, takes the jumper, gets it. as that goes down. 6.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Washington has the possession. Westbrook gives it out to the top here to Beal. Beal drives underneath inside, missed it as it stood still in the front rim. Defensive rebound picked up here by Philadelphia. Philly at the right wing with Maxey. Maxey dribbles back out to the top of the key. Maxey at the right wing. 8 in the shot clock. Gives it right corner to Harris. Harris with 5 in the shot clock. Spin move as he's working on Bertans, and Bertans will pick up underneath here. It'll be a foul. The clock will stop with 6:10. Yeah, it's mind-boggling now. Russ and Beal still on the court together now. This game has been long done. They don't really have a bench at all for Washington. Besides Gafford, who's, ever since he was acquired, he's been good off the bench. But Garrison Matthews hasn't checked in. Hutchinson, Cassius Winston. See, this is the thing. Washington's got players on the bench that shouldn't even be playing in the league. They get players that should be playing overseas right now. Raul Neto, he's played 14 minutes tonight. He's got no points, and he's missed 6 shots from the floor against his former team. Right down the lane, Harris, or it's gonna be Thibault. Thibault, no good, missed it. So that was number 22 for Philadelphia. Pass up the court, Washington lost it. Hachimura still in the game. Westbrook and Beal are out currently, as they just had a couple players sub in. One of them, Garrison Matthews, for Washington. Yeah, the Supersonics. What's good, Will? Welcome to the stream here. Appreciate you guys for finding my team here. Scott, welcome to the stream here. 5:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Top of the key. Hachimura is still out there. A starter for Washington. Gives over to Neto. Neto dribbles now. Drives inside on Dwight Howard. Puts it up. Not a chance. Dwight Howard, tough defense there, and Neto just out of control of the basketball, got twisted midair and floated up well over the rim, not even close. Philadelphia has possession, 10 on the shot clock. Maxey passes over to the top of the key, wide open 3, they'll take it, they hit it. That goes down straight away. Mike Scott on the board for Philadelphia with a triple at the top of the key. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Philadelphia 15 for 30 tonight from three-point range. A lot of open shots they made. Hachimura has it, shot fake at the free throw circle. Gets contacted, puts it up, and he gets fouled. Maxey picks up the blocking foul. Clock will stop with 5 minutes. Favorite NBA teams, the Celtics. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm from Massachusetts, where I am in the U.S. I'm a Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins fan. First shot missed, no good by Hachimura. Yeah, feel free to be a part of next stream, Memphis versus Utah, right after this game is over. Hopefully it's a better game tonight than what we had happen here. Second free throw, they miss it. Offensive rebound, keeps alive for Washington. Floats it up and scores. That goes down by Gafford. Philadelphia with a possession, under 5 minutes left to go remaining in this game. Howard gives it outside to Maxey. Maxey defended by Neto. At the left wing, swings it out right wing, Korkmaz. Korkmaz lost it, gets it back. He gets stripped as Gafford picks up the steal on the key. Gafford gives it over to Hachimura. Powers his way inside, lost control of the basketball. Maxey comes up with a steal, takes the best half court. Here goes Maxey, moves it outside. Korkmaz launches a 3, hits it. No problem. Washington could not get back out on the break. We've seen that like tons of times tonight here for the Wizards defense. Not able to get back in timeout and transition. Washington has it at the free throw circle. Hachimura. Yes, Westbrook got a triple-double. Hachimura gives over to Neto. No good. As his poor shooting display tonight, 0 for 8 continues in 16 minutes by Raul Neto. Back outside of Neto. Wide open 3. Oh, just get him overseas already. Misses another one. Why is he in the NBA for Raul Neto? 0 for 9 against his former team. The clock will stop. Philadelphia will take a timeout with 3:44 left to go. Washington doesn't even have any timeouts remaining. They burned all theirs with 7:45 left to go in the quarter. We take a timeout here. Philadelphia still with 3 timeouts left. And Washington has been out of timeouts for a long time. Man, I feel for you guys. If you're a Wizards fan and you're wondering why in the world is Raul Neto on this roster, like, I could tell you myself because I'm a Celtics fan and I was wondering the same last year with Vincent Poirier. It just makes zero sense at this rate. Do I think the Grizzlies here can keep it close? Good question. I think go with what you have, Bill. There, I think that could be a toss up depending on how Memphis performs tonight. Because Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the last game. Yeah, Mitchell over 24.5. I think that's a real possibility that he can get that right there. Popeye, welcome to stream. Yeah, I have no clue what the point that why he was even on the Celtics roster last year. And then he got traded. I think he got traded to Oklahoma City for like a couple minutes. And then he got traded to Philadelphia, I think, for a few minutes. And part of that, like, Danny Green trade with a couple of teams involved, he was part of that. And then he got traded to Oklahoma City immediately. And then he just got waived. And that was it for him. But, yeah, Washington's bench, not really much besides Gafford. That needs to be something as well in the offseason that they have to work on, along with their defense. Dead last in the NBA. What's good, Seahawks for life? Welcome back to the stream here. Hosini, welcome back on board. Daniel, welcome to stream. We got 3:44 left to go, fourth quarter. Philadelphia just been up all game long. Feel free to tune in. I'll be covering Utah against Memphis right after this game. Hopefully a much better competitive game than this one. What's good, Billy? Glad to have you on the stream once again here. Yeah, a lot of blowouts here for these, like, later second round games or so. Whether it was earlier today with the 2 game 4s and this one for the game 3. Hopefully next game will be a good one. I really do hope. Philadelphia is going to go 3-0 in the series. So they are under 4 minutes left to go before Philadelphia goes up 3-0. Yeah, okay, so there we go. I have the standings right there underneath. 2-0 Philly, Washington 0-2. It's going to be 3-0 with 3:44 left to go. So we're back to action. Maxey will give it over to Milton. Milton at the top of the key. Thanks so much for watching from Guatemala here, Daniel. Appreciate it for finding my stream. Milton drives down the lane, gets fouled. The clock will stop with 3:36. Yeah, and he's been open multiple occasions on the wide open threes and just missed them completely. I think like 3 separate occasions he's taken a wide open 3 by Neto and missed it. He is 0 for 9 in 16 minutes with no points. So Melton here at the line hits both of the free throws. It goes down. 3.5 left to go in the fourth. Yeah, I don't think that will happen, honestly. Bradley Beal to the Celtics, because they would have to give up something big, and I don't think they're going to give up Jaylen Brown. They didn't even want to give up Jaylen Brown for James Harden. Washington takes a 3, and they get fouled around the perimeter. Ano Frey, what's good here from the Philippines once again? Glenn likened Westbrook to go to the Lakers. First shot good at the line by Garrison Matthews for Washington. Second free throw is good as well. He got fouled from the perimeter, so he'll shoot a third coming up as well. We got 3:24 left to go before this game goes final. And the third free throw makes them all three. Philadelphia, this possession, has the chance to make a three to put 130 on the board. Milton at the right wing perimeter, swings it back out to the top to Isaiah Joe. Moves over to the left wing. Mike Scott bounce pass over to Maxey. It's going to be Milton who has it now. Milton turns the corner, dribbles, puts up the shot, and he'll get called for the offensive foul, pushes off. Yeah, that's true there. Washington started out in last place. They lost their first 5 games of the season. And then they just came out of nowhere second part of the year. They were at the very bottom, and then they moved up to number 10, and then all the way up to number 8. Off the drive down the lane, scores for Washington, up and good off the backboard. 2:45 left to go. Mike Scott will fire 3. At the left corner, makes it. And there's the 130 spot on the board for Philadelphia. Thanks so much for the sub out from England here, JB. Appreciate it. Warren, welcome to the stream here. The Gizzards. Thomas, thanks so much for finding my stream. You guys are awesome for being a part tonight. Washington misses a jumper, no good. Defensive rebound picked up by Philadelphia. 2:20 left to go before we wrap up this game. Korkmaz takes the jumper. No good air ball. Gafford picks up the rebound. Approaching the 2-minute mark left to go. Neto 0 for 10 as he misses a wide open 3 straight away. Gafford able to clean it up. He gets the putback as he puts it up in and off the backboard. Final 2 minutes left to go before we sign off of this one. Right baseline dribble. Milton missed a shot off the back rim, tipped up, and they come up with offensive rebound underneath. The ball pinwheels around into the hands of Milton, saves it. He takes the jumper, gets it at the left baseline. Washington with a possession. Neto will give it outside again. They hand it off to Matthews. Kicks it out right corner. Firing a 3 by Washington. That's off the mark. No good. Defensive rebound picked up by Philadelphia. Isaac Bonga into the game. Just missed the 3. Bounce pass. Milton looking underneath to pass that one over to Paul Reed, but it goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. $1:15 remaining in the fourth right now. Washington with a possession. Neto gets the handoff from Gafford. Neto is 0 for 11. Right down the lane. Missed the layup too. Oh man, he had a clear pathway and he missed the layup as it continues. 1 minute left to go remaining in the fourth right now. Missed the handoff by Mike Scott. They're able to get back to it. Korkmaz at the left wing perimeter. Dribbles. Dish out to Scott. Wide open 3 in the air. Late to the closeout. Lucky he missed it though, but either way, they're up by 29. No good with a putback as well. Defensive rebound picked up. Final 40 seconds for Washington. Neto dribbles at the right elbow. Kicks it back outside. Catch and fire. 3 in the air. Matthews. No good. Off the back rim. Final 30 seconds before we sign off. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part here tonight. Before I do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free to tune in for the next stream. Memphis against Utah. Hopefully a much better game than this one. Philadelphia going to dribble out the clock. There's still going to be time remaining. The shot clock expires, but we have 7 seconds left to go. And Washington will get the inbound coming up in this game. We'll go final in just a moment. Mumbo sauce versus cheesesteak. Yeah, Tyler Hero just he wasn't played enough throughout the playoffs. Washington dribbles out the clock. Disappointing here for the Wizards on their home court. They get blown out as Philadelphia looking for the sweep now, up 3-0 in the series for the Sixers as this game has gone final. Philadelphia wins it 132-103 as they were hitting open shots left and right all over the place tonight for the Sixers. 59% from the floor, 17 for 33 from three-point range. And A lot of social distancing out in Washington in this game, as that is still a thing out in the nation's capital. 132-103, the final here. Going to sign off in just a moment. Feel free to be a part of Memphis versus Utah stream. I'll take about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be back in about a 5-minute break from now. Before I do sign off, going to thank the channel members, as we got Jack, Jason, Aaron, Ant, TGU, Caden, Raven, BP, Greg, James, the Sports Expert, Warren, Man and Hayes, Old Ed Deuce, D-Block, Cindy, Dennis, Dallinaw, Andrew, J, Russell, CW2K, Superman, Rajeep Dave, Wicked Cyclone Fan, RGR Football Fan 2.0, and Magic. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream. Feel free to join me back in about 5 minutes from now. Utah against Memphis. Hopefully a much better game, everybody. Philadelphia up 3-0 in the series over Washington. 132-103, the final for the Sixers. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.